I'm going to be making the sun from pure memory. So, yeah. Let's go. Also, you'll see me make the sun just purely. No! And allowed! This yellow is too greenish. That's because it's lime, dummy. Wait, I forgot to make a circle. I forgot to make these. So I'm gonna make 2 layers. One for the sun and one for the solar flare. For the elders. One for the sun, one for the... Actually 3. One for the sun, one for the outer sun, and one for the solar flare. So this circle is going to be the sun. That's what I call this right now. Come on, literally just. Whoa. Also, next I'm going to do this. So the sun doesn't have any holes in it. So next, I'm going to do this. Alpha lock. That makes everything. Even this line just go unsuspectingly off. But now I'm going to take this color, go to airbrush, use this color, and delete it. Now I get to use this. Okay. Okay. I just keep thinking of this song. Should have put on some Minecraft music in the background or something. I'm gonna use this color because I think that color seems super nice. Didn't even see the sun. Also, why does this look like Jupiter? For a second. Well, the sun has a few light spots, so I'm gonna make the sun unrealistic. Also, I forgot to make a black background. Wait. No, I'm not having a black background like that. I'm adding something I love. Making my own black starry background. This vast space, everything you see, made by hand. Guys, the blueness looks so weird. Time to turn this even darker of a shade of blue. Okay, that looks so good. Now, let's change it to purple. Even darker pearl, but the same. Wait, should I call it a shade of purple? don't know. You say it in a comment. It would have been 5 minutes. Done with this. Time for the stars. Right, can I even make the stars? Also, come on, bro. Oh my gosh, stop looking at my animations. Let's see what you can do. Not you. Okay, you can see this. The sun. Well, look at that. Time to make the smallest stars I could ever make in my life. And I just done everywhere I look. I'm starting with the smallest stars, because who wouldn't start with the smallest stars? They take up the most room. This is already looking like space. Without that ginormous thing, that ginormous word cloud. Now it's still some big stars. I'm gonna start these out more again. For the biggest stars you can see that are smaller than 10, but higher than 5, and actually smaller than 8, so 6. Look at that. Also, this is the background. So, okay. Now project settings, background, let's see this. Okay. Okay. I literally need to perfectly align this. Save this copy. Now I go to project settings, then do this. And click the check mark. And click this. What? I literally just put this thing on. 1 second. Save changes. Finally. I have this thing, so I can delete it now. And I have this done. Now I can delete this, because I already have stars. Let's go back to airbrush. Just turn this on. Turn the surroundings of the sun lighter. JK, don't do that. That is a very, very bad idea for me. So I'll turn Alpha Lock right back on. And boom. To turn the outer part of the star a bit brighter, but now it's time for the other part. So like the orange part, the unsaturated or the older saturated parts of the sun, and turn down the size a bit more, because now I'm doing something like this. So this is a fan-made version of the sun. Do not take me for instance of the sun, because this is all I can do for making the sun. Time to go here. Time to get the darkest color. Darken it. And boom. And then I can start creating this. I just start connecting. But then this. Why is this happening? Actually, no. Now, I should have used the soft pen, but I'm using the airbrush for better things, I guess. I'm recording. I'm recording. Time to make this. time to do this and this. Let's see if it looks, that looks like someone just drew all over it. So, no, that looks nothing like the sun. Okay, plan B. Just make the size super big. And add this. Actually, the largest, which is 300. Can't even go higher than that. But remember to don't do that. Turn it down. Boom, you got that. But I'm still not done. Because I want this to look like the sun. See? Don't have to work. So, time to use the pen.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
time to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, I just found out I've been using the wrong colors. This is the sun. This is the sun's color. Sorry for the lagginess. It's not from your thing. Also, I found the reason to this whole thing looking like Jupiter. Because it really is Jupiter. So I'm just restarting the whole, I just started restarting the whole thing. But look at this. Doesn't it look good? Okay, if I go beyond this, that means it's a red dwarf. And I don't want it to look like one. So I'll just use this. Now time to use this. My crazy technique of making a gradient. See, that's a crazy technique of making the best gradient in the world. In FlipaClip, using an airbrush that only makes small gradients. But finally I'm done with that part. But the sun glows. That's the biggest problem about it. JK, it isn't amazing, but the sun glows where it's like patches. Where are its light patches? You see right here. The sun does glow, and it looks so good. So now, time to heat the sun up. Now cool it down on the sides, because that's where the core is going to be. When I say heat it down on the sides, I meant really tone it down. Then I use the same color of the outline to heat the thing up. So the outline is the same, is actually less brighter than this. So let's turn this darker, the outside darker. Turn this turn this darker part darker and turn this part lighter, making the cool effect of the sun. But now I have to lighten the sun up, lighting the surrounding areas, which looks really bad. Light the sun up. 1 second. I'll just use this ruler. So why does my star look like that? It doesn't work. A darker color for this part. Okay, in 21 minutes. Also, I have a time limit of an hour. Not really 25 minutes, it's been like 30 minutes already. So, time limit of an hour. When this, see that thing right here? On the left, on the place right, like this thing. I put it inside the sun so you can see it more. And it's going up. Once this reaches an hour, I'll tell you where to out. It will tell me when to stop. So I have like a few more minutes left, I guess. That looks super good. Hopefully. No. Also, this is for the other sun. I forgot what this was supposed to be. There for the inner sun one, sun and one. There for the planets, I guess. Even though they're super small. But time to use this Z pen. Yo, this is turning out to be super good, but but you may be asking, what the heck is this? To tell you, I have no idea what I'm creating. Just trying to create some cool roundish patterns, but I think I have to turn this thing down a bit so I can see the background. More down so I know where to stop, which is actually right here. Also, I'm actually using the circle tool. To help me do stuff like this. This looks pretty interesting. Why does this thing look so weird? I think I kind of know, but I still don't know. Okay, this circle idea was trash. Just use my bare hands, not British. Actually, no, I don't even think anyone say hands. Also, this is way too big, so I'm using this. Sorry for the big inconvenient cut. Someone's talking, so I had to cut it. Okay, I'm trying to make something look like it's going in the sun, but it doesn't look right. So I'm just gonna make clouds like it's in an it's an atmosphere, something like that. Then put on alpha lock and boom. And this is the thing. Let's look at what it looks like. Also, the more it looks, the more it's like, look at that. It looks very weird. Let me turn it to 8 so I can still see the night sky and the ray behind it. But you shouldn't be able to see the night sky. Not really. So I just don't even care, so. Okay, stop. The sun looks super nice. Also, stay tuned for this new object show I'm creating. If you're a subscriber, or if you're not subscribed, I'm actually the only YouTuber who says this for the last time. Please subscribe. This isn't the only time I said subscribe, but this is my last time saying it. Only time, I guess. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later. Actually, please don't do it. I just need to be seen. So, yeah. the sun is looking super nice, even though these are just clouds in an atmosphere that doesn't really exist on the sun. Wait, does the sun have an atmosphere? I don't know. I'll check if it does have an atmosphere and show you when I'm editing the video. Also, the more off to the side it goes, the more smaller it goes. Like off to. Why did I say go instead of get? Like it's the more smaller it gets, that means it's going off the sides, and I'm trying to make it look like you're actually seeing something cool, not some weird sun thingy. So all this stuff going off should be small. That's why I'm deleting it. Something like that. Small like this. And somewhat curved. Since it's going around the sun, not in the sun. I don't know how clouds could fit in here, but the thing looks pretty cool, nice. Also, since these clouds are above the sun, not really on the sun, they're gonna be pretty dark. But since oh, that's what that other one was for. I've just found out what the other one was for. It was for solar flares. I don't know how it's going to be above this. Also, I found some other ones that do this. And this thing looks like it's going to curve all around the sun. So yeah. Now, yeah. Oops. Take this thing away. And also, this one looks like it's going around the sun. This one is going all the way around the sun. Also, this one is so small, so it doesn't look like it will go around the sun. But this, did you see how big it was? It will go around the sun. Like fully around the sun. And that is my sun. But now time to make it larger and start making highlights. Hopefully it doesn't break the star aspect. Okay, it did break it. Actually, what am I saying? Also, did I have to mention what? So, look at that. Doesn't it look good? Also, I'm gonna turn this all the way up. Oh. All of this now looks bad. I just wanted to make the sun have this around it, but it can't have it around it because it can't even go around it. How did I? Okay, that looks much better. Time to turn this brightness down. Like, look at that. It looks way too high off the thing, but that's just the glow. The actual star is right here. See this? The slightly yellow parts? That's where the star is.